Is this working? You know what? Make sure my microphone stand don't fall over, because it does at times. All right. Just wanted to get on here because I won't have a bunch of interference. The open topic thing is I'm going to talk about a couple of things. Now, last night I was on YouTube, and there's a wrestling site on here that does speculations and rumors is what I call it. I mean, I don't know how if it's actually true or if it's just you get people to subscribe. A couple of things that I do want to talk about. The one thing I want to talk about is a buddy of mine got a hold of me last night. Was telling me about Sabu. What's his name? Is Terry Funk. Sabu. Everybody knows him as Sabu from ECW. I've talked to him a couple of times, and I haven't talked to him recently because of with the pandemic and stuff. But his girlfriend, which was a sweetheart, I've chatted with her many times. She ended up passing away. I know they had to go fund me because she had something to do with her leg or something like that. It was Melissa Coates. She went by Super Genie with Sabu, which she ended up passing away. Talking to Sabu, it was interesting. I mean, it was like talking to Dudek. I mean, they were just straightforward with stuff. But yeah, I found that out yesterday. And then another thing that I found out, which, like I said, it's on a YouTube channel. I don't know how they get their news or what. But one of the women, I think, hopefully I got her name right. I think it's Sonya Deville. She's the one that comes out with the suit and stuff on. Well, there's like a rumor that her and Charlotte Flair are, I don't know, being friendly with each other. But then I was sitting there thinking about that, and I'm like, well, wait a minute. She's supposed to be married to Andrade, which is in AEW. But supposedly they're saying, oh, it's cool. He's cool with that. Whatever makes her happy. Which, hey, that's my thing is, whatever your choice of lifestyle is your own business. No one has the right to judge anybody. As long as it's not like too disturbing and like sick. I mean, then yeah. But you can say more power to him. Whether that makes him happy, that's fine. Because I mean, I watched the YouTube channel. That's usually how I find out when someone gets released, because I subscribe to it, so it pops up, and that's then I watch what the channel has to say. Well, first, before I got on there, I made sure it was legit, because a lot of people just get on there and make speculations and stuff like that. But it is, I don't know. I mean, like I said, that was the two things I wanted to talk about. Like I said, it's sad to hear about Melissa Coates. I mean, I've been talking to her before she got sick about, coming to where I'm at, because, it's, and she's got a huge following in Pittsburgh. But like I said, it's sad to see that happen to her. that's got to be hard for her family and for Sabu. But like you said, I forget what it was that I read. It was something. I think it had to do with something about her leg. I don't know if it got amputated because that happens. With people. Some people can pull through it. Some people can't. I took when I worked at the nursing home. I took care of the people there, and one guy got his leg amputated, and then he ended up passing away from it. And I had a buddy I just found out recently that he got his leg amputated, and he ended up passing away from it. So that's a risky kind of surgery to do. I mean, some people can pull through it, and some people can't. But like I said, it's it's just horrible to hear happen because I mean I never got to meet her in person, but I talked to her a lot on Messenger and chatted with her and stuff. Actually, her and Sabu, which they were two of the coolest people. But like I said, that's just like I said, a lot of people when you get that done. I mean, like it could be just a simple thing can do it. I think I don't know if the person's body can react to that. Some can, but yeah. So that's gotta be rough for her family and and for Sabu and stuff like that. Because when he do interviews, he always sent me a link where he was doing YouTube videos and or like he get on and start talking because a lot of people now are on YouTube, doing channels. Like I said, I don't get a big following because I'm not no one famous, and I here hopefully by the fall I can. As everybody knows, I changed. I mean, the layout and stuff. So I had to move stuff around because taking this down and putting it away after each time I do it. I mean, like this microphone stand. I got to be careful, But yeah, like I said, a lot of people get on there. They have big they've been on for a long time. I mean, it takes, like I said, it'll take time to build up, people to come on. But and then one of the things I want is like it was like I think it was I talked about how I want to sell the hand coming up from underneath the ring. I didn't, and he had to lay underneath that thing for all that time. I mean, that's that's gonna be rough. And then like I said, Charlotte for botching a couple moves, kicking him Rhea Ripley when she was like 5 feet in front of her. But like I said, they get caught up in the moment. I'm not gonna judge her, because I'm not a professional wrestler. I never wanted to be. I never dreamed about being one. But yeah, that was like two topics I wanted to talk about. And then with like I said, I would talk about baseball, but like I said, I'm not a big baseball fan. I mean, I got a couple Pirate shirts, and but yeah, I like more than like college football, the NFL, the NBA, NHL, and then like the minor hockey teams, and like, and then they have a Frontier League that's plays up not that far from here. But So that's what I said. It's going to be kind of between sports, wrestling news, or just basically wrestling stuff that I don't call it news, stuff I heard, read about, or this, other topics. That's why I said it's an open topic. Like I said before, I try not to do too much about wrestling because, for one, I don't watch it like most people do. I mean, I catch bits and pieces of it. I can't sit there for 3 hours and watch something. Uh, but yeah, that was the two main things I wanted to talk about. Which, I mean, like I said, I didn't meet Melissa Coach. I mean, like New Jack. I met New Jack several times. A lot of people didn't like him. I was always real super cool with me. It was, always respectful. Like Melissa Coach, I got to talk to her a couple of times. It was through like Facebook or Twitter. When they would go to PA, I always got invited to, if I wanted to come up when they were doing signings and stuff like that. But yeah, I've been watching a lot of like old interviews from a couple like I'll call them podcasts because I don't call them talk shows, but a lot of the ones I watched were people that I've met in person. I met Lex Luger. Actually, I was my job title that day was just sit. I sat with him the whole time, and I had a pretty good conversation with him. I think the only one I wasn't really fond of, and this has been years ago, was the Honky Tonk Man. Someone that worked the show, I'm not going to mention her name, didn't pay him all this money. And I had, the joy of getting an argument with him. But and then the reason why I didn't argue back with him and stuff, make a big deal of it. I mean, I'd be upset too if I didn't get half of what I was supposed to get, which my buddy paid back because I was there when he sent him the money, and and then after that we were sitting there, and I said, the only way to keep this from reoccurring is to get rid of the person. Well, we got rid of the person, and his shadow went right behind him. So, yeah, if you're going to be, like people were saying about Paul Heyman didn't pay people. Well, I mean, I know how in the world something that was that big ended up going out of business. I mean, like Jim Cornette. I mean, a lot of people said he's got a mind for the business. I mean, I'm not one of the groupies that follow him because I don't believe on making racial slurs and downgrading women wrestlers is really what he does. Because, like I said, I got a lot of African American friends or black friends. For people who don't know what that means. So yeah, that's not one thing I was a big fan of him on. But he, like I said, a lot of the people that went through there said that he, when he had Smoky Mountain, that he had a mind for the business. He didn't process what he said before he said it. And then that's got him in trouble a lot. He took credit, like I said, for other people's ideas. I think of all the people that I know and that's been in wrestling, or that's been in wrestling. I think that one was a friend of mine that was a manager at OVW. I mean, he was a big deal down there. and I don't like to mention his name unless I get permission from him first, but he's probably one of the coolest people I've met, and I've known him for about 3 years. I mean, he's just basically he's brutally honest when he about what he says, and that's where you have to be. A lot of people don't like him. Said he's a con artist, and all this, and you know, I've never seen that side of him. People I just think, no matter what kind of business you're in, if it's wrestling, or anything, you're going to have people out there that, they're going to say shit like that. But, he's probably one of the nicest, coolest people. I talk to him on a daily basis through Messenger and stuff like that. Actually did a couple podcast shows with him that he invited me to come on, and but yeah, he, like I said, a lot of people, they hear stuff from an unreliable resource and they believe it. If you're, my thing is, I don't listen to what other people say. You talk to the person, and you feel how they are, if they're telling you the truth or they're bullshitting you. He's always been straight up honest with me, and that's why a lot of people, a real nice guy. I mean, he's been in, oh God, I think he said like 30, I think over like 30 years, I think. Because he retired, and I think he said in 2008. I think 2008 or 2009, I can't remember. But not right up here. But he, like I said, he's so big name. People know him. I watch like YouTube clips, and if they're talking about someone, they always, he's always in there, and they don't say anything bad about him. They get his opinion. But people get mad at me, I actually, the people that I've mentioned that I've talked to and met, it's not a bullshit story. I've actually got to talk to these people, I could rattle off a name a lot of people that I got to meet. UFC Hall of Famer Dan Severn. Oh crap! Well, Billy Guy, I had to think her for a minute. Larry Zbyszko, Shark Boy, Demolition, Action Smash. Like I said, the Honky Tonk Man. Stuff like that. Just like Jake the Snake Roberts. That's just that's a few. I mean, my two favorite ones that I met actually in person were Jake Roberts and New Jack. I mean, because they were real cool with me. Got to know him. I mean, that the one guy, Zach Gowen, the one like a wrestler, got to talk to him. He was pretty cool. Got to meet both of the Rock and Roll Express twice. Bobby Bolton, I got to meet him 3 times, and he is probably one of the nicest people I've met. Real polite, well mannered, real respectful towards people. He's one person I because before I found out what was going on, I was getting people were telling me, "Oh, you might want to watch because they don't pay their talent." And Bobby brought his ring, and Bobby brought his ring in, and I paid Bobby Bolton and for his ring because getting to talk to him, I'm like, well, I don't want him screwing him over, Especially since someone as nice as he was. I did meet Shane Douglas a couple of times. Shane Douglas is pretty cool. I met the Barbarian. Wasn't a really big fan of Marty Jannetty. I don't know. Maybe it's just because it just I mean, for that, he could have changed his life around, and he just proceeded to keep, going backwards instead of going forwards. But like I said, yeah, I mean, I'll give him credit. He had a messed up ankle, but he still wrestled. But like I said, I wasn't a real big fan of him. Um, like the Barbarian, he was pretty cool. I got to talk to him in the back. One of the nicest guys in the world. Um, I met Bushwhacker Luke, which was not I think it's Butch, Luke and Butch. I don't think Butch was the shorter one. I think he don't wrestle no more. But I met him. He was real nice. I got to talk to him. Um, and that's what everybody just, and I actually got to sit down and talk to him. And, they told me, what about what I thought about wrestling. And I told them, and they liked my opinion. A lot of people said, you got to get a pretty good mind for it. But like I said, if I would ever do something like that again, I would have to be in a bigger area. For one, I got like I said, I got two good buddies that do it now. I wouldn't want to do it in the same area as they are, because a lot of these indie promotions try to run against everybody. But like I said, and there's one guy that I found out the other day. I was talking to a buddy of mine that supposed to be bringing all these big names in, and it's all right to bring them in, but basically what you're doing is telling the people that are trying to make it, you have them, you just push them to the sides, and if my buddy's watching, he knows who I'm talking about. That gets expensive after a while. I mean, my buddy did it for about 2-3 years, and he told me towards the end, we had him sat down in his office one day. He said, it was fun while it lasted. Because some people can keep doing it, but some people, you just get burned out on it, And his wasn't. He wasn't trying to make it a business. A lot of people do that. I mean, that's what they like to do. His was just as a hobby, something to give people something to do. I remember him doing shows at county fairs. But that's one thing. Around the summertime is the best time to do outside shows. If you can get someone to sponsor you, then you're good to go. Maybe like up to about fall. I think the best time to do them maybe from like now, well, from like April till like September. But yeah, but like get back to what I was talking about. I lost my train of thought. Spending all this money for big names is some people can do it. Like if you're in a bigger area, like in the Pennsylvania, Virginia, Ohio, Maryland, New Jersey, and stuff like that, you can do stuff like that. But when I actually see this. Like I said, I don't come on or announce people. I don't mention their names. People that know them, I like for them to not to say nothing. But yeah, you don't have to bring it. I mean, a name in every time. I mean, once in a while. But like I said, I'm not trying to get on here and tell people, "Oh, this is what you should and shouldn't do." I mean, what you do is your own business. But this one individual, it has a really bad rap with people for not paying them. you know, how can you book you book a big name, but you tell the town that you've had there for all that time that they have to work for free, you know. But I remember what one person told me. Uh, like you said, I just drew a blank on his name. He said, for the guys that wrestle or that are in the indie circuit, uh, if you want to make it big, you got to think big. You want to get the AEW, Impact. I don't know if Ring of Honor is still around. I haven't watched Ring of Honor over a year and a half. NXT and stuff like that, WWE. You got to, think big, make it. You're the one who can make it happen. You're the one who can open eyes for people to see you. I mean, some people just do it because there was a guy that did it for ever. Never got booked on, like when they did shows when they have 4 or 5 wrestlers on there. He never got booked, but he wrestled, and they did an interview with him. He was with I guess one of the shows that they brought all the people that was there, and he was they needed a referee, and he got to referee that one, but he never got booked, and he wrestled. I think he said for 25, 30 years. Never had to be on TV or anything, but he still kept going. In the last 4 years, I met a couple of indie wrestlers that I think, well, actually, one of them has been on Impact. One's been on. Well, both of them's been on Impact. The other one's been on an AEW and NXT. But I met a couple of them that I see them going out pretty soon. You had to have the drive to do it. But like I said, I'd like to see him make it. Fulfill the dreams of being on TV. I know one thing. If I was a wrestler, I would not want to get on WWE because you have to read a script of what they want you to do. And I'm like, nah. I never did that. When they told me, hey, just go out there and just have fun. That's why I used to tell people when I did the shows, just have fun. That's what, you want to go out and have a good time, and then make sure that the people are entertained and they're excited about coming back for the next show. My thing was, it was just the fans, because when you walk out there, you get 3 or 4 people clapping, and everybody's just sitting there staring like zombies at you. And when they were in the back, they go, man, one of the guys come back and said, we can't get a response out of these people. So, we was watching through the, what they call the gorilla position, and we was watching behind the curtain there. I said, these people are just they all just sit there stoned with their mouth. It looked like they were stoned with their mouth open. And one of the guys said, can I go out there and see if I can get them going? He said, yeah. Oh, well, that was a bad idea. By the time when I started making fun of people and, calling them hillbillies and rednecks and marrying their sisters and their cousins, and I just went on and told them that, they were uneducated. Yeah, I went a little bit too far, but they got them going. I had to go out the back door, though, because then people were waiting. I always laugh because they said, well, I would have walked out the front door and be guilty because everybody knows. Well, a lot of people still think it's real and it's scripted. They know it's predetermined who's going to win. But I mean, they still put their bodies on the line. The bumps, the pains, and Look at Drew McIntyre's back when he got hit with that can-do stick. That was them were actually marks. And, that's not makeup. That's actually what he got from them. I didn't think it's hurt. I got hit with him a couple times, but I started. It was like right. It's like 2 years before my son was born. Someone come up and asked me if I would help, advertise their show, and I said sure. You know, um, they give me free tickets, but I always give them to other people to go to because um, I do was just a thing I like to do, and I didn't think I told him, I said if I was going to come, I'd rather pay for a ticket than get a handout. And then that was I think it was like in 2000. And then, like I said, my son was born in 2001. So you figured, and that was in March. So you figured, and I've helped out, like with different shows, everybody said, well, you weren't running shows. I was helping other people. So I consider it, now if I didn't do it for 10 years, then I can understand it. And then you weren't in it for 10 years. But in some sort of job title, I helped out. And like I said, I enjoyed it. I met a lot of cool people. Lost a lot of good friends. Lost a couple damn good friends. But someone asked me, do I ever regret doing it? And I said, no, I had fun. I never, they would try to pay me and I'd tell them no. I said, as long as they can make money and, and their talent, their roster gets paid, that's an important thing. Because that's, when I used to do them, I get a list if it was coming in, and I was like, once the price was set, I knew what to spend. And I always had, I always made sure I had the money, and then whatever I made extra, it went into the next show. I never pocketed anything to put in my pocket. I put it towards the next one. But renting a ring is just it's a pain in the ass. I mean, unless you know someone that's cool. Like I had one, like I told everybody that knew me for like years knew that the only thing I wanted to do that something wasn't done around here was an all-woman show. I had a couple of people would tell me, they would set on the price, they need this, and this. I'm like, well, then I can find someone. And I told them, I said, not to be disrespectful, but I found people a lot cheaper. I think I spent, I think it was, I think it was like a little over $300, and I made I didn't make a huge amount, but it, like I said, it wasn't that money. I just that's something I wanted to do. All the ladies were real professional. I actually wanted them to send AEW now. That was it. It was signed for them then, and this was in I think it was in 2019. I did it. Of course, I did it in July. In July down here is like the biggest month of the summer. Pools, concerts, festivals, But I don't, someone asked me if I ever got doing it, and I'm like, no, that's one thing I wanted to do. And I told the guy that I was talking to, I said, I know I'm not going to make thousands of dollars off this because I'm not in a big area. I'm going to try to move this a little. There we go. The area, down here, it's truck pools, monster trucks, mud bogging, four-wheeling. I'm not being mean, but that's the big thing around here. So that's why I knew, that like now if I was in like Pittsburgh, Philadelphia or Virginia, probably been a different story. Told this girl I've been talking to that I'm going to do a podcast. So she doesn't give you time to respond back to her. It drives me nuts. I mean, she's a nice person. She's on a one thing. With her, I noticed she wasn't a gold digger. She's like, oh, and here I just told her what I was doing, and she said, "Keep texting me." Now, like I said, if I don't do these, like I don't get a text all day. But as soon as I get on her and want to do something, that's when someone wants to call you or send you something stupid. Then it's a totally different situation. But which is the good thing is this year with them lifting the mask um, situation, people were getting their shots, and there's some that don't believe in it. And I don't criticize them for it. I got a buddy that his beliefs are different than what I think. But we're still friends. We're good friends. I let he voices his opinion. I don't have to. I can either agree or disagree, and I just let him go. I mean, I don't have the right to get on there and start telling people, hey, this is going to be ridiculous. If I I'm going to tell her, I don't like to turn my phone off because I usually get most people watch, but if I get like 15 messages, and I'm not a fast texter, texting people. If I don't respond back to her, she overloads my phone with text messages, and my phone, and it'll start lagging. I have had to reboot it a couple of times, but yeah. But back to with though started having like the Bears. Jesus. But um, yeah, people will like start to get down and get to do stuff. Um, Actually, this on my phone it doesn't tell me how many people's on here. Okay, I couldn't tell there for no while. Probably be on here for another 20 minutes. Sorry if anybody had to look at my bald head. The thing on here is too small to read. But what's it? Them everybody having affairs. Like down here they had the fair, and their biggest thing down here is the truck pulls. Or bad mud bogging. So like I said, at least there'll be a lot of things for people to do. You know, uh, they have their car. You know, they have car shows down here. Uh, the high school has a carnival, which them are a joke. I don't. Who gets pissed at me for this? I'll tell you straight up why. The basketball game, the basketball rims are not regulation size. The guns on where you shoot the pellets, the sight is off. I found out watching a thing where they did an investigation on them, and them games are rigged. I'm like, that is just, you know. And people don't think, you know, tons of money in them. Now the coin game was fun, but so you got to watch because some of them they'll put like prizes on it to weigh them down. But that's how they do it. That's how they get their money. And then they started. People started finding out how to, because when you shoot the basket, it wouldn't go in because it was at the rim. But people figured out a way to get around that, and said they got busted and just put the regular rims in, like turn the football to a tire. Not like the ones with the water that I guess they move that thing up, the balloon or whatever, and you get it, you know. Them games like the fishing games, like the little, for kids, I mean, them are all right. But I used to tell my kids, I said, we're not going down there. For one, if you want to go, they have one day, it's a family day, and then they have a free day. So we can go down one of them, but we're not singing hundreds of dollars into the damn crooked games. Actually, the last time I was down there, their committee got a hold of my buddy. He did a show down there. Because he used to do them across the street, and then they moved him. He went over there. That was his big thing down there. I mean, he did real good down there. It was like a banquet hall. It was like like what they did, like raffles, bingo, and stuff like that. But yeah, I remember that's the time he did one there. Well, back then, I mean, the buildings weren't like super expensive. You didn't have to have insurance. You know, you just went in and did what you were supposed to. Of course, now one person screws up everybody. Now everybody needs insurance. Yeah, it was pretty interesting. I mean, they were real cool about everything. Then went from there to I think down there was it was no more than like $100 to do them down there. And well, there was an old lodge up here. People know what I'm talking about. The old Eagles. They now they're like really super. Well, when they were open, the years went on. They cost about $500, but back then it was like $200. You did a couple of shows there. Then moved did a show downstate, which he said I'll never do that again. And then someone talked to him into going to I think it was Middleburn or something like that, and he said there was hardly anybody there in that town. Then he did went to Wheeling Eagles there for a while. But like I said, that place now is they don't use the place. I think the music hall has it now. One person goes in there and destroys everything, and then you can't renovate the place anywhere. Yeah, but I think this should be it's like I said, if you do shows outside, like I said, as long as you know it's not going to rain, you can put something over top of the ring because that canvas gets hot. And then people, and then wrestlers, when they land on their back, it's going to burn the shit out of their back. I've seen that happen to people. You got to do it when it's not like 105 or like below like 78 degrees. Because if you're going to do one outside, the best thing to do is rent one of them tents. I mean, because if you notice it's going to rain that day, see, just rent one. I mean, I think they're like $100 for the day. I mean, but if you're doing an outside show, you got to leave the sides open so people can see. People can see. But like I said, just for the guy, it's going to be nice that day. Yeah, but like now, like with the mask, that mandatory mask. Of course, I've been vaccinated, and I get criticized for it, which I don't care. I did it because I don't want to. I got family members. I got a great niece and a great nephews. I don't want them to get sick. I got people in my family a lot older. I'm not brainwashing than what Fox News tells you or this other news or other news sources. But that's just like I said. That's my opinion. I'm not trying to shit on anybody else, but that's why I got mine, and I feel fine. Some people, like they say, well, people die from it. Well, some people, their immune systems are not strong enough for stuff like that. But I don't want to get in that because I know that pissing someone off, and then I don't have to listen to a bunch of rambling for the next 3 days. Now, like I said, back to the mask thing, August 7th, like I said, I'm not that far from Glendale, in West Virginia. Their fire hall. I'm going to do a show down podcast from down there. I had to get there early this time. Last time I was running behind, and there was no place for me to sit table. And I can't tell the fans, hey, you got to move, But and then these people buy tickets to go watch the show, and then the wrestlers, they usually sit at they sit at the table, they go over their stuff. Well, they left the table up because they were going to put the equipment there, but they moved it. So what's the fans do? They go sit there. I'm like, I would have charged them, say, well, if you're going to use this table, I'm going to charge you $20, and I guarantee they would move. Some people just take advantage of stuff when you try to entertain them, and they just think they can do what they want. But yeah, it'll be August 7th, and I'll be doing that. I might do like I think you can only do like 4 hours at a time on here, and I don't want to be on here 4 hours. I don't know how wants to watch me for 4 hours on here. I've seen people do like when they do fundraisers, they stay on like for 13 hours on one, but they did it. I couldn't do all that because after you sit there for so long, you got to get up and move around. Your back hurts and everything else. But after the 7th, August 7th show, I'll let everybody know when our next show is, and then if they're cool with me doing them again, then I can go down there and do them again, or or whatnot. But yeah, like I said, it's good that they now everything you're able to do everything now. I mean, some places will still make you wear a mask. Some doctors say you don't get it. Some doctors do, And I don't listen to people say, don't get that. I'm like, why? Well, they said it'll kill you. Well, then I don't think that they're going to wipe out the whole population on the United States, But like I said, mine was by choice because I wanted to do it. It's so bad now. They're I think people are getting like $100 gift cards. Chance to win F-10 trucks, guns, of course, only in West Virginia. Uh, chance of winning like $1 million. It's like just like a different. It's like you got to bribe people to get a shot. And I know this is probably going to sound really wrong and disrespectful, but here's my thing, and I tell everybody, if you want to get your shot, that's fine. You get your shot, okay? That's your decision. The people who don't want to get their shot, or that's their decision. They're right. But for the people who get their shots, the people who don't get their shots shouldn't criticize people for getting their shots. That was their choice to do it. They don't want to get sick and die from it. I mean, if your house not real good, yeah, then you're gonna, that's, or if you're like the older people, it'll affect them more. But the people get in and end up getting sick. Like there's a lady. I always said, no, I'm not going to get that shot, and I'm not going to mention any names because it was around election season. And said, oh, it's just it's a government thing. Well, guess what? She got it. You get deathly sick. I didn't see her for like 3 or 4 months. She come through, and I was like, well, I haven't seen her for a while. What happened? Because I got the coronavirus. She goes, I was definitely sick. I said, I thought that was and I said this to her because I wanted. Then she realized how dumb she sounded when she told me it. I said, I thought that was a government thing. She goes, no. She goes, it actually it's out there. And there's all kind of diseases out there, but this one she got more of a punch to it than the other ones do. And then after she got better, a couple weeks later, she come in, and I was nice to her. I said, oh, how you feeling? She goes, oh, pretty good. I just want to get. She got her shot, and I'm not saying all Republicans are bad, but she was a Republican, and she thought, oh, it was a joke. Which, like I said, I got friends who are Republicans. I got real good friends that I've known for years, But she said she was listening to other sources, and she said it almost cost her life. But like I said, you can't force people to do something they don't want to do. I mean, and like I said, I know it's sad to say, but they have to get the virus to find out how bad it is. And I wouldn't want to wish that on anybody, but that's the only way people are going to, the people that think it's a hoax. When they get sick to the point where they're in the hospital, they're going to say, well, you got the virus. They're going to realize, hey, I guess this actually happens. But like I said, I don't wish that on anybody, Like I said, I don't listen to other sources. I educate myself on it. I read up on it, I listened to people who knew what they were talking about. And like I said, I just, got a shot. Now I can't. Now people say it keeps you from you getting sick. Some people say once you get it, you can't get the virus. But I got it because, like I said, I care about my family members. My nieces and nephews, and my great nephews and my great niece. I don't want to get them sick. I did it because and for my kids because I don't want to. I did it because I care about them. I'm not one of these brainwashed people that are easy to fool. I mean, but like I said, I'm not criticizing them for it. That's what they want to do. But so I just did it because I care about my kids and my family members and my friends. But there's one guy got to come through, and well, there's actually two. One guy, and he's a funny guy. I laugh all the time. He'll come in and tell me about conspiracy theories about the government tracking you. And I told him, I said, do you have a cell phone? He goes, yeah. So they track you on there because it's that's it. That puts out a signal. my laptop that I'm on. They can track you on that. Your cars, if you have GPS, they can track you on that. If your car runs by computer, they can track you. It's just, and he goes, "Oh yeah, you got a point there." I said, "They've been doing that forever. That's how they catch terrorists, when they're getting on their computers. So that's how they catch pedophiles on there, being ignorant." Which, don't even get me started about people like that. Them people like that just piss you off. They shouldn't be allowed to be out in public, or actually be allowed to be around. But then the one guy comes through, and he's funny. During election season, I had a friend to come up to me, and he goes, "I'll give you $50 if you come out a week with this mask on." And then I looked at the mask, and I started laughing. I said, "You make it 100 or 75 or $100, I'll do it." So he gave me $75. He goes, "You got to last. If you can last 1 week without someone screaming, trying to kick your ass or something like that," which he said. I said, "I don't see people doing that." But then I told him, I said, "Well, where I'm from, people are just ignorant." But so I said, "Okay." So guy pulled up, and then he goes, he just laughed and shook his head. He goes, "You really, really are wearing that mask?" I said, I explained to him why. I said, "Yeah." I said, "If I can last a week without, someone trying to come after me for it, it's $75. He laughed, and a couple people, one lady come for it. She's a sweetheart. She's my favorite person when she comes. She goes, "Really?" And to let everybody know, it was a Biden mask, because in West Virginia, it's Republicans. It's the whole state is. And parts, Ohio is different. It's split down the middle. It don't even start on West Virginia people. But my boss calls me, laughing on the phone. She goes, "Randall, can you explain something to me?" I'm like, "What?" She goes, "Why are you wearing a Biden mask?" I said, and I explained to her on the phone, and she laughed. And she goes, "Just want to make sure." And like the one guy told me. I said, "You got it." And he goes, "I can't believe you actually wearing it." And I said, "Yep." I said, like my buddy said, he said you could find one thing that can rile people up to the point where they want to just, throw shit at you. You're doing your job. And no one, bitch to complain. But it worked for a week. I don't think the owner was too happy, but because he's a Republican, which I told him, he didn't, he wasn't judgmental, but yeah, it was that was But then after that, I just I got rid of that. I wore my mask like I was supposed to. Couldn't breathe in the damn thing, but like looking now, a year later, it'll be around for a while until either people start getting their shots or they just start arresting people for trying to make them get them so they can save their life. Some people don't say that, but at least you're able to go out in public and but they're gonna. Like I said, this is just a rumor or a speculation. I heard that they're gonna make people carry their vaccination cards on them and their ID so they can say, "Hey, this is this person," And if you're not vaccinated, they're gonna make you put a mask on. But that's what like I said, that's here or there. It's rumors and speculations, but Like I said, this was like an open topic discussion today, and I don't like to bitch all the time about wrestling and the coronavirus, but today was a special thing about uh, I'd like to go on a 10-minute rant about vaccination, but like with wrestling today, like I said, that reason why I wanted to get on here is talk about two people that one I met in person a couple of times, one I chat with it on the phone and stuff, and video chatted with, ended up passing away. Like I said, anybody knows Melissa Coates. You look her up; she's all over YouTube. She was such a sweet woman to be around. Real polite. She was kind-hearted. Like I said, it's sad that like I said, I feel bad for her families. Everybody says you always say you want to send your thoughts and prayers out to them. But yeah, that was sad that happened to her, because I know that she was sicker for a while, and it had something to do with her leg. And that's like the third person I know that's lost her leg that's passed away. And I mean to keep coughing. It's just when it gets real humid, and that's when so I start coughing. But yeah, like I said, that I think the one that hit me the most, and like I said, I met him a couple of times. It was always real cool. That one bothered me a lot. I mean, her passing away too bothered me too. But yeah, and then the rumor about I think her name's Sonya Deville. She's the one that was with that one chick. I think that's who it is. She's the one that comes out of Raw that talks. I guess her. That's what that one channel said. Like I said, it could be a rumor, it could be a speculation, it could be true or not true. But But like I said, hey, if it is, if that's what they like to do, especially she's supposed to be pregnant. Now, I don't see her being pregnant. If she's pregnant, she's not going to be like. I can say I can see her get pregnant. I can't. What I mean, I can't see her wrestling if she's pregnant. Becky Lynch found out and said, "That's what," and I guess they had their kid. I don't know if she had a boy or a girl, but either way, congratulations. I mean, she's a good wrestler. But like I said, and them releasing people, I don't think they're releasing them. I think they're just taking them off TV. I still think they get paid, but there's a rumor going around that AEW is looking to get Braun Strowman. Someone said he shaved his beard. I don't see why. I mean, look at what's it called, Miro now, that was Rusev in WWE. He still has his beard. I see Lana going there. I heard that they fired Renee Young, John Moxley's wife, which people in WWE are doing, but Dean Ambrose. I'll actually, I have a Dean Ambrose shirt. I got a Roman Reigns t-shirt. I got a New Day t-shirt. And I got a Becky Lynch t-shirt. Never been worn. I know a couple of people get on YouTube and sell them. I think they're all extra large or maybe 2X because, I just get them a bigger size. But here pretty soon I'm going to wrap with them off to people. If I could get enough people in here that want to, you don't have to pay for the shirt. I'll ship it free as can be. I'll have a thing where I can do a drawing and then, have someone that's here with me that knows it's legit. I didn't, have it rigged for certain people, like if I have a friend that come in and wins it, But I'm going to start doing stuff like that. And like I said, I'm going to start having people on here that to talk to. I'm gonna talk to one buddy. He does I like talk to him through video and stuff. He's gonna do it. I'm gonna try to get someone to come in that can help me build this up a little bit. I'm not like I said. I'm not trying to get over 90,000 followers. I'm not. People get that are bigger names. Or that has some money to bring these people on. Or do they do it to get paid? I just do it because I like to do it. It gives me something to do. Like I tell everybody, if you if like I said, if you know someone and say, hey, I know someone who does podcasts, he talks about random stuff, and you want, like I said, it's like I said, I think some people don't like to watch because my views are different from theirs, But other than that, just wanted to. This is one of the reasons why I wanted to get on today is talk about stuff that I've heard, seen on other channels and news feeds and stuff like that. I'm trying to figure out which of my. If I keep Facebook, I'm going to have to keep one of them. And so I'm debating on, like the one I'm on now, where it has like the Muppet character on there. This is the one I usually, do them on. I'm going to do like a trial thing. I'm going to get on there where I can see which one gets the most views. And then I'll just go from there. I do keep Instagram for a couple of reasons. Not a big Twitter person. I don't. I'm not real big in into Twitter. Like Twitch, I know a lot of people like to use Twitch. I might have, Periscope, like them the other ones that I don't know a lot of people that use them. So, but yeah, that's for the reason why I wanted to come on. Hopefully everybody's having a really good day. I forget if I have to call her and get on her about call me when I'm doing something. I mean, she's a really nice woman, but I told her before I got on. I said, "Hey, we're doing a podcast. I'll get a hold of you and then." Oh, okay. Now that how long that lasts, and then like I said, as soon as I get on it, someone calls me. But that, like I said, that's why I wanted to get on today to talk about a couple things. And like I said, if anybody that watches, if there's something you want to talk about, you're more welcome to come on. All I ask is not to be racist. My daughter knows the name of this. LBT, about the gay community, like transgenders and stuff like that. Don't come on and bash them because I got friends that that's what they do, which I don't criticize them. They're wonderful people. I enjoy talking to them. But yeah, you come on. Like I said, I'm going to start bringing people on. I just don't like, it's anything. I don't like anything racist or, bashing people. Like I said, next month will be a year that I did it, but now I've been on YouTube. I was doing them on Facebook Lives. But Facebook's kind of, they're kind of strict to what you talk about. I asked my daughter, she went on one of her political rants like my buddy does, and They, oh, excuse me. It sounds like I smoked a pack of Camels. A carton of Camels, matter of fact, the non-filter ones. But she got on her, and I told her, and I said, she kept. I said, if you get on here ranting and raving, they're going to take it. They're going to take the video down. Oh no, it won't be that. I won't. I'll watch what I say. So I let her go because he messaged me. No, Facebook did, and I messaged him back and said, I was trying to teach my daughter what happens when you do that, and they were understanding, and she was sitting there talking to video, and she goes, what happened? And I had to laugh. I said, what did I just tell you? I said, it's because you don't like that person. They're going to remove the video. I said, that person you don't like, he's got removed from stuff like that. But, that's why I tell her, you got to be careful. But yeah, we did them on Facebook Live. I still do them on occasionally, which I'll probably do one later on. But but like I said, I hope everybody enjoys it. Like I said, if there's something you want to talk about, if you want to come on, I can send you a link from StreamYard. It's real easy to set up. As you can see, the name of the show, I just come up with that. Someone said that sounds good. That sounds professional. Like I said, I'm not no big name. But like I said, excuse me. I do come on tomorrow. It'll probably be after 5 o'clock. Saturday, like I said, I'm not for sure. Saturday and Sunday, I'm real positive about because, and then my long days and stuff like that. But like I said, the people that subscribe on know, and then like I said, I link them to Facebook so for the people who don't know can watch them. But other than that, I'm gonna. That's what I wanted to talk about. So I will talk to everybody. Hopefully tomorrow, probably between 6 or 7. But until then, like I said, the ones that are subscribers, you'll know. It'll notify you. Tell a family member, tell a friend. The more people get on there, I can get people that come on and talk. But other than that, I hope everybody has a good Thursday, and I will talk to everybody later.